Welcome to the Brickyard for the Brickyard 400 at Indianapolis. Well, without further ado, let's just get into our starting grid. On the pole is going to be Kostaki Corvettes in that number 12 with Scruffy Dog, Season 2 champion, starting in the second position. Austin Rez, Kostaki's teammate, in that 2 car starting third with Yannick Sidias in the 69 starting 4th. Dennis Sharp in the 5 starting 5th. 6th is going to be Carlos Morales in the 16. 7th, Georgia Kirifides in the 10. 8th is going to be Nick Sedaris in the 31. 9th is going to be Peter Hilme in that 77. 10th, Alex Providus in the 29. 11th, Buddy Morales in the 99. 12th, Xavier Dawkins Batiste in the 22. Laban Van Leer in the 60. 13th, Eleni Kirifides in the 15. 14th, Charlie Birch in the 81 Daytona 500 winner. 15th, Vince Henschel in the 3. 16th, George Kirifides in that number 4. 17th. 18th is going to be Cameron Faze in the 18. 19th is going to be Christos Cherney in the 27. 20th, Jordan Jung, Iowa winner, in the 6. 21st, Robert Thompson in the 23. 22nd is going to be Nicholas Bondanello in the 71. 23rd, Luigi Diaz-Gonzalez in the 44. 24th, Jordan Kirifides in the 21. 25th, Yuri Villegas in the 33. 26th, Austin K. Mitchell in the 8. 27th, Robbie Gervaisty in the 28. 28th is going to be Chase Mazelewski in the 17. 29th, Perry Marilakis in the 7. 30th, John Bergermouth Jr. in the 36. 31st, last week's winner at Bristol, Nicky Sophias in the number 1. 32nd is going to be Astro Kirifides in the 11. 33rd, John Bergermouth Sr. in the 38. 34th, George Kirifides Jr. in the 35. 35th, Sammy Kirifides Jr. in the 34. Season 1 champion. And finally, rounding out your field, it's going to be Zach Mers in the 06, starting 36th. A horrible day qualifying for JBM as we look at it. That is all their cars from 30th down. But a great day for the man who qualified first, Kostaki Corvettes, in that 12 car, as he has been on fire. We are having a little bit of audio issues, so we're gonna be right back.
Green flag, green flag.
So really looking at this race, multiple winners already. One winner in the field, that is Scruffy Dog in second place. He won season 1. And in honor of Dale Earnhardt Sr., lap 3 will be entirely quiet. We'll do a moment of silence. Stocky Corvessus leads on lap 2. As they are... Whoa, I thought something bad was going to happen there. That almost got really bad as Buddy Morales up near the wall with what looks to be an issue. He's dropping through. He's definitely got an issue with that race car. He's taking everybody with him. We're going to go silent for this lap. And now we come back. Caution comes out. That is Nicky Sophias, last week's winner. Fighting with Chase Mazalewski here. I'm running into this corner. Mazda, oh, gets loose. Oh, and a hard hit into the wall for that one, and big damage. And the caution comes out on lap 4. Well, we're going to go to quick silence during caution, says, well, you remember the Xfinity race last night. Caution came out every like 5 laps. Pace car is off, and we are ready to go green once again. Green flag back in the air.
Green flag.
Kostaki gets a huge jump off the restart. He is gone. And Kostaki away from the rest of the field now. We're going to take a look back through. That's George Kirifides, the number 4, back in the pack. Well, whoever wins this race will be automatically locked into the playoffs and will have their shot at competing for a championship. Those are radio comms from Astro Kirifides' car at number 11 back here, saying that the car is struggling and he cannot really get it to go as much as he wants. And right now, that 11 sits in dead last behind, well, 2 cars who are wrecked. We're both teammates somehow. Terrible day for a lot of drivers. Austin Mitchell also running back here. Just a unfortunate situation with him as well. Austin Mitchell Racing in the Cup Series has not been able to get going, but in the Xfinity or in the Public Series, phenomenal run. And up here we have almost all of the JBM cars. This Astro hits the wall, and now there goes the 35. George Kirifides Jr., we were just mentioning those cars. And while Astro gets into the wall, he's been complaining about the car all day. Involves the 35, and, well, that's just not how you want it to go. Let's take a look. Oh, Astro hits the wall right there, and then 35 spins, gets it under control, and absolutely saves it. Phenomenal save by George Kirifides Jr. I'm going to take a look from Astro's point of view. He's been complaining all day, as you could hear from the radio comms, about how bad that car has been. And, well, we're going to look for a view. And just into the wall, got loose, and George Kirifides Jr. was just nowhere to go. Well, under caution, Astro is into the pits. I'm interested if we're going to be able to get an interview with him. Let's see. Well, he's not very happy about how the car's been running today. And his season, just an uncertainty right now whether he'll make the playoffs or not. Just an unfortunate situation. Because now he waits in the pits to get some damage repaired. Don't think it looks that bad, though. We can take a look as well. From the rear chase, yeah, he's got some damage, but not a lot. I don't think that's enough to end a race. But he is going to have to get out of there before. And we're going to go back. And here they come into pit road. So we got a hot pit road. And now, the real thing is, can the pit crews lock in? Get some of these guys off pit road. This is pretty good for Astro, who in the 11. He's got to fix some damage, and now it's going to be slower for him, and we're going to take a look back through the field. think George Kyrgios Racing has the best pit crew skill. So Yannick said yes if he can get a great pit stop. Austin Rez, with the issues of the two, he's going to probably lose some spots here. Let's take a look. It should be all gas and go. Really terrible view right here. There we go. And Vince Henschel is going to beat everybody off of pit road. Stocky Corvesis issues on pit road, but he gets out. Well, a phenomenal run from these guys in the 3 Chevys up front. Either they took a risk with the pit, or they got some good stuff going. Vince Henschel up 15 spots with that pit run. Nick Sedaris up 6. Christos Cherney up 16. Scruffy Dog loses 2. Jordan Jung gains 15. Alex Parvidis with 4. Yannick Stias loses 3. Kostaki loses 7. Robert Thompson up 11 spots. A great pit stop for him. Austin Rez lost 13. He got off of pit road late. And, well, an interesting thing with Vince Henschel, I mean, a great start to this race, but that was and we can take a look on pit stop time for these guys. When it wants to update us on it. Can we see pit lane time? No. Nothing yet. Well, we have the stint length. Everybody went 11 laps. I really want to do this. I really want to see the pit stop time. Let's take a look. There should go 1 to green this time. Now, the real question I want to look at is if once we get to the line, it will redo the, or it will show the pit stop time. Yes, here we go. So it looks like everybody who is in pits, now Kostaki with a 16-second stop, he may have been taking the safe route to not have to pit again, interesting with 16 seconds, or his pit crew made a mistake. And while that's the real question looking at what the stats are, Yannick Sidias also with a longer pit stop. Dennis Sharp has a longer pit stop. Everybody had a longer pit stop. Vince Henschel, Christos Cherney, Jordan Jung, Alex Parvidis, Xavier Dawkins Batista, Robert Thompson, all short pit stops. So it could be an issue of whether somebody took tires. And, I mean, we could go look back at those pit stops really quick as we sit under caution. And we could see what they did. Well, we're going to check. Vince Henschel took no tires. But could have taken less fuel. 8.1 seconds, that's like half the time that you're in the pits. So he may not have enough. He may be trying to play for another caution to come out and flip this race over for him. So interesting pit strategy over here on our second caution. We're not halfway through the race quite yet. Interesting play on the pit strategy. Well, we'll see if it works out for them as we get ready to go back green. Green flag in the air. Vince Henschel gets a huge jump off the restart. But Nick Sedaris stays with him for the time being. Everybody behind continues. Sedaris. Oh my goodness, he almost wrecked him. He almost ran right into the rear bumper of the 3 and now forced to back off. Oh, he's way better through the corners than Vince Henschel. He's going to pass him. Here comes Nick Sedaris on the inside. He's way better than Vince in the corners. Henschel now has to block. That bottom line is Nick Sedaris looking to make a huge pass. Just absolutely sending it in there. So remember, we'll figure out who's going to need to pit. And, well, it's going to be an interesting issue as Kostaki now trying to move back up, gain some positions. He's now down 8 spots. In the back, somebody in the wall. Let's take a look back here at this pack. There's Peter Hilme next to George Kirifides, Austin Rez, and Charlie Birch. In clean air, most importantly, we're going to take a look at Kostaki really quick. He's down 8 spots, but he's trying to find his way back up there. He's going to stay with his manufacturer teammate and his other teammate up the racetrack. We know how bad he wants to get out of there. And, well, this is a hornet's nest in the back. Austin Mitchell now back through. 3 wide. And they're going to get into each other. Oh, there goes Scruffy Dog. Big crash. Kostaki involved. Huge hit. And the big one happens. Robert Thompson almost flips upside down. It's the big one at Indianapolis, and this will change the whole perspective of this race. As everybody who ran up front, well, I knew something like that was going to happen. Well, let's take a look at where it started. That was the 71. This is going to be a huge wreck. It's going to be a huge wreck to watch. They went 3 wide here, and I knew they were going to hold it. They crashed into each other. Scruffy Dog, huge hit into the wall, and then Kostaki gets turned by his teammate, and he takes a huge hit. Nicholas Bonanello makes it through, mostly unscathed. We're going to go back and watch the view from the 14, who was caught up in it. Here we go. And yeah, he gets turned, and oh man. So the pole sitter and the secondary pole sitter, Robert Thompson, flipped over a car. LeBon Van Leer on top of Charlie Birch. And the big one takes out about half of the field here. Well, let's look at Robert Thompson. That was a interesting crash. I mean, this is not the first time he's gone up and over this season. He flipped at Daytona during the Daytona 500 early in the race. George Kirifides made it through to a point. I mean, what a 360 by Robert Thompson. He got that car right back going. And we're going to look from the in-car of George Kirifides. That was a, he has some rear damage, but not a lot. I mean, obviously the slowing down has to hurt the race car a little bit, but on board with George Kirifides in that Mobile 1 number 4. Oh, he hit the wall a little bit too. Oh my goodness. Just watching everything happen in front, he just... Oh my... Robert Thompson, and he dumped the 22 as well. So, that was semi-interesting. I mean, let's look at LeBon Van Leer in the 60, the Dover winner, who was in the middle. In the middle of it. In that 60, take a look at that green 60, and everybody braking. Oh, and sends him right on top of the hoods of the 10 and the 81. We're going to take a look with one more look with Sibba Kirifides Jr., who was also involved. Actually, I would like to look at somebody who was involved further back. Let's see. Let's go with the 36 of John Bergamel Jr. Let's go on his roll bar. Yeah, everybody looks like they got loose there. And oh my goodness. Oh, big crash. Takes out about half of the field here. We are under a third caution with 23 to go, and well, Vincenzo, he stuck it out, and well, he was able to get it going. George Hierfieldus Jr. up 21 spots after that early wreck. Astro, who's not up there yet, he's still on the track, but he's gonna get his laps back at some point because a lot of the field is absolutely gone. John Rumow Sr. in the pits with huge damage. A horrible race for some of these drivers. But if you stick it out, there's a chance you win. George Hierfieldus also on the thing. He doesn't have a lot of damage, but up front, these guys don't have any damage. And the entirety, 3 out of the 4 cars from Goya Racing are all up here. That's the 31 of Nick Sedaris, that's 29 of Alex Pavridis, and the 27 of Christos Cherny. And I mean, well, the only one who really escaped that one was Yannick Sidias in that 69, who was really up front for most of the race. Everybody else, big damage. Robert Thompson is up 13 and 8th right now with huge damage, but still bringing that race car up. And Robbie Gervasi, not a lot of damage. He may be a lap down after this, though. Coming out of the pits now. Not a lot of extreme damage. I also see Kostaki Corvus is back on the lead lap as well. He's got some damage. He did hit the wall pretty hard, but not enough to blow the engine. So he's got some damage, but he's still willing to take that race car back out and try to get a good finish. I mean, Scraps, he should have probably won this race, but then again, who knows? There's Lenny Kerfidis. She's a couple laps down. Austin Mitchell on the same lap as Robbie Gervasi. Coming out of the pits. Everybody coming out of the pits now. Everybody was not damaged a lot. Xavier Dawkins Batiste. Into the pits. Everybody who's not damaged a lot, and everybody else who is all in the pits. Somehow trying to get this damage fixed, if it's even possible to get the damage fixed. But a couple cars a couple laps down, and that is gonna be an issue. Asher got the short end of the stick. He was going to get his lap back. He is going to gain a lot of positions, though, but 4 laps down, it's just not a situation you want to be in this late in the race. I don't know if we're going to be able to talk to him right now. He's obviously frustrated with the way his race has gone, but, I mean, other drivers can be frustrated with how the big one happened. Oh, with halfway... Not even halfway into the race, taking out about half the field. And that was huge, especially because JBM now, 31st, 32nd, and 33rd with 3 of their cars, and the other cars in 13th. Well, we're going to get ready to go green once again, and the pace car is going to pull off. And we have 22 to go, so get ready, folks. So we get going. Green flag back in the air. Vince Henschel once again gets a huge jump. And most important, Austin Mitchell Racing, we talked about them struggling in the Cup Series. This is where they really need to shine. Vince Henschel can win his second career race. I think I'm going to have to take a look at that really quick. Vince Henschel could win his 3rd career race here. Both of his races so far, funny, on road courses. He won Season 1 Charlotte Roval. He won the Season 1 Sonoma race. So, really trying to push his race car to try to get a win here. And, well, most importantly, everybody else trying to say no. And Nick Sedaris, absolutely, with a huge run. He's getting to the back bumper very soon. Huge run going into turn 1. Let's take a look at the back. Kostaki trying to move more. And 3 wide right there. He's going to try to see if he could get around some of these guys who are slightly damaged, but he's also damaged. Kostaki really trying to... He wants to punch his ticket to the playoffs because he knows taking over that Bruce Dudley machine midway through the year, it's going to grant him a little bit of issues. Still has the 79 points that Bruce started out with, but it's an unfortunate amount to start off because Bruce started off the season really terribly. There's his teammate Yannick Sidia. And now, big run on the inside coming. Robert Thompson now up to 4th. He's looking to still want to put GKR's third Cup car into the playoffs. That's really most important about this team. They want to put multiple cars in the playoffs, and hopefully their entire team. But so far, not really helping. He's going to make a pass for third here. He's got damage, but if he's able to run it through, there's a chance. It's a really good shot. I mean, that wasn't a good shot, but Robert Thompson trying to look for something, and a winner behind him in Nick Bondanello. Now remember, the pit cycles will come in, as I don't think anybody pitted. Except for Austin Mitchell, probably repairing damage, and Robbie Gracie, all repaired damage. So they all came into pit. Everybody else still pit stop lap 11, and we're going to take a look at the pit lane time, or actually the pit stop time. Nick Sedair's the only one. Actually, he may have had issues. Whoa, Robert Thompson, huge. Getting loose. Yanni Silya goes back to Corvesis, and they're going to get into each other. Robert Thompson to the wall. And caution comes out, and Buddy Morales just hit him. Nowhere to go. Well, now we'll take a look to see who comes in and who doesn't, but realistically looking, that 5th place spot, 8th place and 9th place are going to have a shot to potentially make it to the end, and, well, Robert Thompson out of this race. We were just talking about how good he was doing, and he got loose, got into Nick Bondanello, and now, once again, just out of the race. Well, we could go take a look back at that. It's very unfortunate for him. I mean, not a great situation at this point, but I don't know. I really don't know. That was, we'll go from the fact that he got loose in the corner. Right here, he's going to get loose. Going to hit the wall, get loose, almost wrecks it, and then here comes Bondanello. Bondanello hits the grass, gets into him in the corner, and just knocks him into the fence, and just race ender, and Buddy Morales smashes right into him. Nowhere to go. Buddy Morales, not a great season from him. That's like, that's the big thing we've been talking about. It's not a great season from that 99. He's been very great his past few, and just not getting well at all in this situation. Buddy Morales was a Daytona winner at one point, and a playoff driver. He won the Season 0 500 and then proceeded to win the Season 0 Las Vegas race. And, well, those are the only YouTube videos still up on my channel from the series. It's just that it goes to a point where, you know, you come to this really big issue. And, you know, it's just unfortunate how bad of a season some drivers are having, especially with how good they were in previous years. And I think Buddy's won a race since that point, and, well, really looking at it, it's just a big struggle for everybody coming into this point. And, well, what else are you supposed to do? According to the win totals, he does not have a win, but he does have 2 wins credited to his name on a different from Season 0, which only lasted 3 races before. So, well, 16 to go in this race. We're under our 4th caution. Not as big as the big wreck that took out like half the field, but not in a good spot as either. As the 21's going to come get his laps back. We'll head to a quick break. Green flag will come back out. And we are ready. Green flag back in the air. Vince Henschel, another jump on the restart. Gets a great jump. And now Sparita's trying to make a move for second place. He's going to try to get his second win of the season. And if a repeat winner, and most importantly, if there's a repeat winner, there will be a driver who locks themselves in just based off of points. No playoff points, no anything, just off of points. There will be multiple drivers fighting for one spot. $14 to go in the Brickyard 400. Vince Henschel leading. That's 71 in the 29. Everybody from 3rd to 5th. And then 7th, 8th, and 10th all have a win this season. So, most important thing is them trying to get that win and once again extend themselves forward in the league. Henschel now, 13 to go. Robert Thompson entirely out of this race after that horrible crash he had. Behind them, 3 wide. Sedaris trying to close in on the 3. Now remember, the big thing is pit strategies. Caution's out. Caution is out. Oh! And they're wrecking. Big time. And once again, Stocky, I think, was involved. George Griffiths Jr. once again just cannot get away from the wrecks that have happened in this race. Well, I knew that 3 wide wasn't going to work. And I was right, it didn't. Here we go. Lamont Van Leer hits the wall upstairs, gets into the 35. The 35 goes spinning, comes back up the racetrack, hits Kostaki. And, oh, Austin Mitchell involved as well. The 10 also gets a piece. They were 3 wide, and ooh, what a save. What a save. And the caution comes back out again. Most importantly, we're going to take a look at, and they did come down and pit, I think. Unless this is like half the field. No, they didn't. Okay. I lied. We were looking at the wrong driver right now. I thought the leaders came into pit, but they did not. Vince Henschel still out to this lead. And so 11 to go. We're going to go back to a commercial break. Pace car is off. We're ready to go. Green with 9 to go. Green flag back in the air. Here we go. We saw Bryson Booty make a pass last night on a restart. And most importantly, can Nick Sedaris do it here? Can he make a run at Vince Henschel? Here he comes down the back straightaway. He's catching him slightly. He's going to get the inside. Not yet, though. He almost did. He didn't now. Vince Henschel has the upper hand. Let's go on board with the 31. He's got to cut down on the straightaways. That's what he's got to do, and getting out of the draft is not a good idea. Say a different line into the corner. It's not really working out. And Vincenzo's gaining again. Then a sharper to the pits. Well, now it's a two-way battle. Vince Henschel running away. Behind them, got to keep looking at this pack. So continue to get dicey. Six to go. Has to hold it off the wall. Henschel leads. Sedaris behind by 0.5 seconds. Behind them. Pack continues to run. Stocky looking for a top 5 here. And with half the field out, if he gets it, that would be a great points boost for him. So now, Henschel still leading, 5 to go. 31, not really gaining, losing time. Down the backstretch. In the Brickyard 400 with 5 to go. Behind them. Damaged lead lap cars continue. Stocky now up into 5th. Trying to look for 4th. He pushes through. Now the real question is, what is the gas looking like in these vehicles? And we're going to take a look from the cockpit. Fuel pressure's at 70 for Vince Henschel. This is helmet cam. Fuel pressure's at 70, so fuel pressure's still up there. He may be stretching it though. Stocky now moves to 3rd. What a run by the 12. And well, he's trying to push it. 3 to go. He is gaining big time on that 31. Well, the 3 kind of running away. 29 trying to close that gap on the 12. Stocky with damage still running that race car. He gets loose, but keeps it straight. Now down the back straightaway. Trying to close that gap between him and the 31. The real question is, Vincenzo's stop was slower than, or that was faster than everybody's. Does he have enough to make it around? 3 to go. As Kostaki's really gotten onto the rear bumper of that 31. Battling for second. Well, we'll take a look at the dashboard. We're going to put it on just to see. We also have the driver inputs. That's not really working, but we can take a look right here to see if he starts losing speed. We know exactly why. And we're going to go back into the cockpit cam. With 2 to go, Vincenzo trying to stretch the fuel. He pitted early. He only pitted for a little bit. He's taking a huge risk here. Shifts down. Kostaki. Nick Sedaris gaining a little bit. We're going to come to the white flag this time. Kostaki now on the rear bumper of that 31. They're gaining on the 3. White flag, 1 to go. Vincenzo down speed heavily. Kostaki trying to look for a move. It's not going to work. Vincenzo now gaining more. Does he have enough to make it all the way around? Oh, crash in the back. Buddy Morales into the wall. And a huge wreck. Multiple cars involved. But it doesn't matter. Vincenzo, 2 turns, 1 turn to go. Off of turn 4. Did he stretch the fuel the distance? Yes, he did. Vincenzo is going to win the Brickyard 400 and lock himself into the playoffs as the first Austin Mitchell Racing car to make it. Vincenzo's your winner. Well, you knew eventually he was going to do it, and he wins one of the biggest races of the year, the Crown Jewel. And what was a crazy race. Stocky Corvessa saves whatever he got, and he'll take home a 3rd place finish. What a race by everybody here. Vincenzo getting it done. And we're going to go take a look at that wreck that happened in the back. There you go. Buddy's racing with a 27. 27 gets the... Oh, he hit him. Oh, and a huge hit into the wall. Oh, Mers collected a huge crash. Zach Mers, a huge hit. Take a look. Oh, man. And they just all hit each other. I'll try to see if we can get a better clip. Mers is hit. Right here. He's going to hit and they'd get absolutely clobbered by the 34. And a huge wreck on the last lap. Doesn't pull out the caution. Well, let's get into your race results. Vincenzo comes home in 1st. Nick Sedaris 2nd. Kostaki Corvessa is 3rd. Alex Barritas 4th. Yannick Stas 5th. Jordan Jung 6th. Nicholas Bondanello 7th. 8th. George Chirafidis 9th. Laban Van Leer 10th. Yuri Villegas 11th. Christos Trini 12th. Xavier Dawkins Batiste 13th. Jordan Chirafidis 14th. Peter Helmy 15th. Georgia Chirafidis 16th. Chase Masalewski. 17th, Robbie Gervaisi. 18th, Luigi Diaz-Gonzalez. 19th is Cameron Face. 20th, Zach Mers. 21st, Eleni Karafitis. 22nd, Austin Rez. 23rd, Astro Karafitis. 24th, Carlos Morales. 25th, John Bergmouth Jr. 26th, Buddy Morales. 27th, Simon Karafitis Jr. 28th, Perry Marilakis. 29th, Austin K. Mitchell. 30th, Dennis Sharp. 31st, Scruffy Dog. 32nd, George Karafitis Jr. 33rd, John Bergmouth Sr. 34th, Charlie Birch. 35th, Robert Thompson. 36th, and rounding out your field is Nicky Sophias. Crashed on lap 2. Well, we thank you for watching this race, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.